Hi there. This video is especially for students who are looking to prepare their IELTS while sitting at home without spending even a single penny. Yes, my friend, it is possible. Yes, you are not supposed to, or you are not required to spend your hard-earned money behind the expensive online programs, online coaching, or coaching institutions attending physically. It is quite easy. IELTS speaking is what? It is nothing but just a healthy conversation in between two persons, the examiner and the candidate. The examiner is going to ask you some question. Is going to ask you some question related to familiar topics only. Remember, you will get only question based on your familiar or normal human life related topics only, not any surprise topic, or I would say not any subject specific topic. You will have just healthy conversation that you will have to speak in front of the examiner. It is not a question and answer the way we were doing in our schooling or in our college. Be careful or remember my advice that this is the conversation. No doubt, the name of a test is IELTS speaking test, where you will have to speak. It is not a question and answer. The examiner is going to ask you a number of questions for three of the tasks. In the first task, let me brief you about what is IELTS speaking exactly. It is having a three tasks, task 1, part 2 and part 3. In the part 1, you will be given either 3 or 4 topics on which the examiner is going to ask you some normal question and you will have to respond to the examiner. That is a task 1. In a part 2, in a task 2, you will be given a prompt, a topic on which you will have 1 minute of a preparation time, and after that, once your time is up, once your preparation time is end, you will have to speak on that given topic at least 2 minutes. And the task 3 is a follow-up question that can be the surprise but normal topic only. Okay, so this is the test of IELTS speaking, and for that you do not need to attend any expensive coaching, or you are not supposed to purchase any expensive online courses or programs. This is the way you can practice at your home. This is the golden tips or techniques that I have given to many students and they have succeeded. They have achieved. Some of them have received 7, 7.5, 8, even 8.5 in their first attempt. It is nothing but just a normal. So first one is the topics and ideas. You will have to get familiar with the topics. Just check out or look out about the topic. What kind of topics are generally being asked in IELTS examination for the speaking part? It can be about your education. It is about your home. It is about your town. It is about your family. The topics are about to your personal life, your liking, your disliking, your hobbies, your choices, something of your favorite, about the society, about the colors, about the food. Those are the normal topics that are most common in IELTS speaking part 1. So you will have to familiar with the topics and develop your idea about that. Let's say, for example, the topic is a color. So you will have to think about, or you will have to assume about what may be the possible questions the examiner is supposed to ask me while I'm in the examination. The question may be, what is your favorite color? Why do you like that color? Why not other colors? What is the most common color in your city, or what is the most common color in your nation? Which colors are mostly popular in your country? Those can be the common questions from the topic of color. So first thing, you will have to get familiar about the most common topics which are being generally asked in IELTS speaking and develop the idea. Remember, when you are developing the ideas, do not write. What you have to do is just keep thinking about the topic, keep thinking about the possible questions, and keep responding by yourself always. Do not write, because when we write, we have an ample amount of time. We have a lot of time, so that it is possible we do lesser amount of mistakes in grammar, or even we think more specific about vocabulary. But when it comes to speaking, we don't have much time. We have to speak promptly. So it is possible we make a lot of errors. So to remove the error, to improve our grip over the linguistic presentation, do not write anything about the topics and the idea. Just keep thinking. Just keep like talking yourself always about the idea. Then comes the word list, that vocabulary word list in the sense of vocabulary. When you are thinking about a specific topic, that I have said the color, which color you like most. When you say like, it can be replaced with I adore, it is my favorite. That can be the possible list of words that you will have to speak for your specific topic or idea. So prepare kind of word or the vocabulary, so that while on the exact time of the examination, when you are responding to the examiner, you don't forget the words. So for that, just keep thinking, visualizing about the topic, the sentences, the idiomatic presentation or different range of vocabulary. Then comes the record your answers. Yes, this is the most important part, that you will have to record your answers. Have your mobile phone. There are a number of applications that can be recorded at no cost while at your home. So hold your mobile phone and ask a question yourself and respond by yourself. Just record it and listen it. When you are listening, just keep noting down the errors that you did in previous answer. Find out the error, do your personal self-assessment and think by yourself, how can I improve my presentation, or how can I improve my response much more better way. That you can do by yourself, that record yourself every day at least 5 to 10 minutes you will have to keep recording yourself, otherwise it is going to impact negatively on your band score of IELTS speaking. So focus on recording. Another, I would say, for the speaking practice, it is a test where most of the students are doing error, that they always keep writing the answer. It is a test of a speaking, my friend. It is not a test of writing. So do not write down your answer in your book. Just keep speaking, speaking, and speaking. Get familiar with all the topics. Get someone who is having enough adaptability or enough knowledge about the English language. And if you do not able, or you're not able to find any speaking partners, there are multiple online applications on which I have already posted a video, that is a Grok. You can practice for your speaking with the help of those AI applications, and you can improve your pronunciation. You can improve your lexical resources, I would say the vocabulary, or even you can improve your way of presentation, your intonation, and everything with the help of such applications. Then it comes the listen and check. When you have recorded your answer, you will have to listen it again and again, so that you can find out your errors, your drawbacks, or your weaknesses. When you hold it, you will have to work on improvement of your mistakes. Then what you have to check when you are listening your own answer, what part you will have to focus especially to have a good band score. The first one is the fluency, the vocabulary, the grammar, and the pronunciation. Each part is having, if we talk about the value or weightage, it is having equal weightage, 25 percentage each. When the IELTS examiner is assessing your response, when he is checking your response to award you a score, they are checking these 4 parameters. It is called a band descriptor. You will have to focus on, let's check it one by one, the fluency. Fluency is what? It is a length. First thing, that is a length. It depends, or it is said that when you get such a question like what's your favorite movie, and when you are responding, whether your answer is too short or it is mostly elaborated or explained in depth. If your answer, the length of your answer is shorter, for example, my favorite movie is a Sholay. So that is a shorter length answer and will get lesser score. But when I respond, well, I mostly prefer to watch Bollywood movies, especially Hindi regional movies. Among them, there are a number of movies which are mostly popular, evergreen, and blockbuster. But among them, my favorite one is Sholay because whenever I watch the movie, I feel goosebumps. I feel energetic. So, if your answer is having adequate length or not, that means fluency. Second, when you are speaking, check out how many times you are doing oh, the sounds. Sounds means those are the poses. How many times you are taking a poses or kind of those sounds like thinking sound. When you are thinking, it is showing the clear indication to the examiner that you are getting confused. And those confusion kind of sounds are having a direct negative impact on your speaking. So when you are practicing, when you are recording, or when you are checking, you will have to check about your fluency. Fluency in the sense, first thing you will have to work on your length. If it is a part 1, speaking part 1, your answer should be ranged between somewhere 4 to 7 sentences. It should be adequate length, and you will have to justify why always. When someone asks you, what's your favorite food? So, my favorite food is Chinese. Don't explain the answer in just a single sentence. The repetition, like, what's your favorite food? My favorite food, it is the repetition of all the questions related words. So, do not repeat the questions and always have a genuine adequate length and do not take any pauses. Second one is a vocabulary. Vocabulary means the examiner is looking for the range of vocabulary that you are using while in your response. For example, when they ask you what's your favorite color, so when you say my favorite color, so favorite can be rephrase, favorite can be paraphrase with other way, alternatives. It can be the synonyms, it can be the antonyms. Okay, I prefer. Okay, my favorite color is something, I prefer blue. My favorite color is blue. I prefer blue mostly. So that can be your vocabulary is having impact on your score. When you are using a range of vocabulary in terms of different kind of noun, the verbs, the adverbs, the adjectives, participles, gerund, as well as idiomatic expressions, synonyms, and antonyms. Those are the main part, I would say, the primary parameters for checking about your vocabulary, as well as it must be on topic related. When you're discussing about technology, so it should be related to technology always, like the computer, the programming, the software, the coding, the design, front end, back end, security, cyber security. Those words should be there in your response. So that is called a vocabulary that you will have to focus. Then comes the grammar. Okay, grammar. I always advise students to focus on first in terms of grammar. Focus on accuracy first because your response is going to be assessed in just two ways. Examiner generally checks if student is making, is the student is doing any basic grammar related errors, then you will be assessed or you will be given only maximum 6, either less than 6 or maximum 6 if you are not having accuracy in terms of when you are presenting your past, your present, your future, and when you are doing a basic grammatical error like in a to be, like in verb form, like in creating or making, developing some adjectives, some adverbs, or when you are making some conditional clauses, then you will have to focus on accuracy first. So your primary step should be focus on accuracy. Then once you have 100% accuracy grip over your grammatical range, then work on simple sentences, work on compound sentences, and work on your complex sentences. This is the thing that IELTS is exactly looking in your response, whether it is part 1, part 2, or part 3 follow. You will have to focus on your range of grammar with different kinds of tenses as well. You will have to focus simple, compound, and complex sentence structure as well as your PPF structure. Means you will have to use the jumble of tenses, past some of the, present of some of them, as well as in future tenses. You will have to use all the active, passive, reported speech, the degrees and range of grammar, so that you will have a good score. For example, when examiner asks you what's your favorite color, so when you say I mostly prefer blue because whenever I wear blue color costume, I feel over cloud nine. It is just a present tense, but you can just justify your past habit with your present as well. So it is creating a range of tenses. You can say, for example, presently I mostly prefer blue because it fills me over cloud nine whenever I wear blue color clothes. But however, when I was child, I used to prefer the red one. So it is a present and past. So that way you will have to create the variety or range in your grammar. But mind it, first one is your accuracy. When you are accurate, once you have a grip, command over your accuracy, then start developing that simple sentences, compound and complex, as well as focus on your PPF structure, past, present, and future. Then comes the last one is a pronunciation. Yes, number of students are having issue for the pronunciation because all the students, like most of the students who are appearing for IELTS, do not belongs to English atmosphere. So when they are speaking, it is highly possibility they are having impact on their English. They are having impact of their mother tongue. So first thing, for the pronunciation, you will have to focus on the certain vocabulary. You will have to focus on the pronunciation of certain vocabulary so that you will get a good band score. First thing. Second, work on the pronunciation because pronunciation is the most important part in your IELTS speaking. For example, when examiner is asking you like what's your favorite movie, so it is a kind of a question where your emotion should be attached. When you say my favorite movie is Sholay because whenever I watch it, I feel over cloud nine. It is a flat tone. So rather than providing flat tone, you will have to work on intonation. Okay, the tone. Sometimes you will have to increase your speed, sometimes decrease the speed, sometimes you will have to provide a special value to certain words like I mostly prefer Sholay because whenever I watch the movie I feel really over cloud nine. So it is a topic that you should not just omit in front of the examiner, that you get a question, some familiar topic, and you just start speaking in front of the examiner. Well, there are so many colors exist in the world, and among them my favorite color is a blue because whenever I wear a blue I feel over cloud nine. This is not the way of presenting. It is not a test of viva. It is not an academic test that we used to appear in our school or in our colleges or in university. It is a test of real English checking. The IELTS examiner is exactly checking your real way of presentation, a real sense of presentation. So you will have to work mostly on your intonation. When such questions arise, you will have to practice in front of the mirror every day. It is a mirror technique that you will have to work every day. Stand in front of the mirror and you will have to speak at least 5 minutes so that you can identify, you can assess your facial expressions, your body gestures. When you are counting something, you should be acting. Okay, there are so many things. The first one is something, the second one is something, third one is something, or some other maybe can count like first one, second one, third one. So your tone, your intonation, as well as your entire body should be aligned with your speech. It is not that what's your favorite color? Well, there are so many colors in the world, and among them, my favorite color is blue because whenever I wear blue, I feel over cloud nine. It is not a way of presentation. It is not the question answer. It is a healthy conversation. So when you are in front of the examiner, focus on your intonation. I am pressurizing the topic because mostly student can work on fluency easily. Student can focus or can grab the ability of having a variety or range of vocabulary as well as grammar. But when it comes to a pronunciation part, they lost almost all the score, the entire score, and we always remain in a dilemma or in confusion. Why I'm not getting much more score or more than 6, 6.5 or 7? If you are serious about having a high band score in your speaking, specifically work on your pronunciation. When you are getting a question, you are appearing, mind it, you are appearing in front of the live person. It is not a robotic presentation. It is not an artificial presentation. It's not an AI presentation. It is a human who is asking a question, and it is a human responding to the question, means the examiner and the candidate. So you will have to be live over there. Be live. Don't be a robot over there. If you represent yourself as a robot, if your presentation in a robotic way, you will not get a good band score. So be careful, focus on these 4 parameters. And the last one is a practice and record again. The tips and techniques I have given you, practice every day, improve your way of presentation, improve on your on your pronunciation, increase the range of your vocabulary, work on accuracy of your grammar, and then improve the range of grammar in mixture of sentences, mixture of tenses. Then I bet you will have a good score in your first attempt. So my friend, this is the theory or techniques. This is the way where you can develop your speaking while sitting at your home without any assistant or without spending even a single penny. And this is the best way. I assure you, or I am giving you guarantee. And still, if you have any query, if you have any doubt, or if you are stuck somewhere, especially in IELTS speaking or in writing, just comment below. I will respond to you personally and I'll guide you. Thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned with your favorite YouTube channel, IELTS with Dipak, and keep like, share and subscribing the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's catch you in the next video of IELTS speaking, writing, listening and reading tips and techniques. Thank you so much.